All right. So warm up 66, D2, 6, and 8. Walk us through the process, please. Samuel, what's the first thing we do? Okay, go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9,
23, Michael Jordan. Is that it? So no 24? Or any other number? All right. So 23 looks like it's the number for the day. All right. Pass someone. Eric. Formula is? N plus 1. Okay. All right. So with that said, pass someone, D2. 2.2. Hands, have you got that? Looks about right. Pass someone. D6, Matthew. All right. And D8, pass someone. 16. Hands, have you got that? D8. The number. No, that's not the number. Okay. No? Okay. What'd you get for D8, JC? 9. Hands, have you got 9? No? All right, let's substitute stuff in here. Let's see. D8 equals 8 over 10 times 11. Is that correct? So this is 88 divided by 10, which is 8.8. Yeah? Okay. Now, for some, they actually went to the spot and they added stuff and divided by 2 and stuff like that. I think that's what they're going in regards to that, but I'll go right now with the formula. All right, copy the agenda for today, please. Warm-up number 66, intro to probability. And once again, study your formulas tonight. We still haven't really gotten fully into the probability session. Today I'm going to give you a little bit more in regards to what we're doing with probability. And for what we did yesterday, that we started with a game of the dice and all that. Those of you that missed it, especially those of you that are following with the video, today we're going to add more to that activity. You're going to see that today, but if you have a pair of dice, I recommend you do a quick session, and I'll give you the instructions in a little bit. Okay? All right. With that said, all right, let's get a Cornell note ready, please. Our objective for today, I can identify and compute the basic probability. Basic probability. All right, so once again, I can identify and compute the basic probability. All right, so yesterday we started with a game, but today I'm going to give you a probability, a quick intro. Here goes. Write this down. Probability, the chance of an event occurring. The chance of an event occurring. So the chance of an event occurring, also known as the probability of an event. And there's a formula for that. Yay, you're like, what? That's weird. It's known as P of E equals N of E over N of S, where P of E is the probability of an event, N of E is the number of outcomes of a particular event, and N of S is the total number of outcomes of the sample. That's what the S stands for, the sample. So the activity that we did yesterday, I got you guys in pairs. Each team had a pair of dice, and I gave you guys time to toss the dice as many times as you could, exchanging turns, and then recording what you came up with. And it was the sum of the two dice. For those of you that are like, that have games at home and such, sometimes you play that with your family and so on and so forth. And that's pretty much what we did. And we came up with a different outcome. So the instructions were, get in pairs. You will use two dice alternately to roll many times until I say so. From there, you record your roll and frequency table and adding the numbers for both dice for each person. And at the end, we got into teams, and then teams played against teams. And at the end, we end up with some winners and so on and so forth. So I want you to copy this table, please. Copy this table and start filling out the table with all possible outcomes. All possible outcomes. I'll get it started for you so you can see what I'm talking about. Here we go. So we have at the top, horizontally, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are the possible outcomes in one die. Second die, vertically, also 1 through 6. So let's say I roll. On the first die, I roll a 4. And on the second die, I roll a 5. So that means that's going to give me, if I add those two, that gives me a what? A 9. Is that correct? And so on and so forth. So make sure you find all possible outcomes. Fill that in. I'll give you some time. Copy and. So here we go. For the sake of time, let me go through this really quick. 1 plus 1 is 2. This is 3. Where's my crib? Okay. 4, 5, 6, and 7. So far, so good, yes? This is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes? So far, so good, yes? All right. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then we got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All outcomes, yes? All right, so let's reflect on yesterday. All right, think about your team. And think about the number you chose yesterday. What number did you choose, and why did you choose that number? So talk it over to your neighbors. What number did you choose, and why did you choose that number from yesterday? Let's see. Let's have Mel. What number did your team choose? 9. Why did you guys choose 9? What? Okay, so you just chose that one because somebody else had taken the other ones. Okay. Let's see. How about Vince? What number did you guys get? 7. Okay. Aaron? All right. Jet? What did you guys choose for? That was the only one available? Or what? Okay, so she okay, I get it. Outvoiced you, okay. All right, so 4 and 9, okay. However, by looking now at the all possible outcomes, tell your neighbor what would be the first, second, and third option that you would go to in a game like this. So, first option, everyone? 7. What would be our second option? 6 or 8. Okay. How about our third option? 5 and 9. That is correct. Those are the available numbers that would give us the most out of our chances to win. For those of us that were going to choose 4 and 9, 4 was probably like, let's see, 4 is, yeah, that would be the fourth option, 4 and 10. And then our fifth option would be what? 3 and 11. What would be our last option? 2 and 12. Okay. So, how do we use that formula that we just wrote down today? So, the possibility of rolling a 7. How many times does it appear? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what is the total number of rolls that we had? What is 6 times 6? 36. So that means our possible outcome of rolling a 7 is 1 out of 6. So, with that said, find me the possible outcome of rolling an even number. Even number. Possible outcome of an even number. Talk to your neighbor, let them know what you're doing, so like that they know exactly what you're doing. So an even, Maddie, odds or the probability of getting an even. One out of 2. Hands, have you got that? That is correct. This was 18 out of 36. So with that said, tell your neighbor the probability of an odd. Wow. No, you should see her eyes. Wow. 1/2. Yes, that is correct. Okay. So far so good, yes? All right. Any questions on how to set up a table with 2 different things and getting all the different outcomes? From 1 to 5, how comfortable are you with this? 5, 5, 4. Okay. So this is a good intro to probability, yeah? All right, copy this one down, please. Example, supercube. And it reads, make a table to produce all possible outcomes. What is the probability of an odd blue coming up? What is the probability of a red perfect square number coming up? So, draw your 2 spinners, set up a table, talk it over to your neighbor so that they know exactly what you're doing with the table, how you're going to set it up, and we'll go from there. I'll pause this so you can have time to copy, give you a head start for your table, and then I'll come right after just to make sure that we're on the right track. Now, let me go back to the previous one so you guys can see the table of the previous one. Die number 1 up here. Die number 2 on the side. And then we combine each cell to produce all possible outcomes. Okay? All right, so with that said, copy and go. All right, let's see, help me out, please. How did you set up your table? Let me get my cursor. Where's it at? Oh, there it is. All right. Help me out, Pedro. What did you put on top? What did you write on top? 1 through 8. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or spinner 2. Yeah? All right. Which means that over here you put spinner 1, which was what? Say it again. Red, blue, green, yellow. Yeah. Something like that. Hands if you have something like that. Okay. Okay, good. All right. So combinations. 1 red, 2 red, 3 red, 4 red, 5 red, 6 red, 7 red, 8 red. What's that? Yes. 1 blue, 2 blue, 3 blue, 4 blue, 5 blue, 6 blue, 7 blue, 8 blue. And I heard a conversation earlier, they were saying, isn't it the same for all of them? Yes, it's the same for all of them. 1 green, 2 green, 3 green, 4 green, 5 green, 6 green, 7 green, 8 green. Then we got 1 yellow, 2 yellow, 3 yellow, 4 yellow, 5 yellow, 6 yellow, 7 yellow, and 8 yellow. How many total possible outcomes, everyone? So the total possible are 32 outcomes. Okay. So now that we have that magic number, let's answer the question. Probability of an odd blue. Odd blue. Talk to your neighbor, let them know what the probability of an odd blue. Odd blue. All right, odd blue. So my formula is probability of odd blue. I'm just going to put OB, not Ocean Beach, but odd blue. So what do I write? Help me to write something. Pass someone? Jet, go. Which is 1 out of 8. So every 1 time out of 8, you're going to get an odd blue. Odd blue. Hands if you got something like that? Yes? Okay. All right, let's answer the second question. Bless you. Probability of a red perfect square number. Talk it over to your neighbor, let them know what a perfect square number is. And we're talking about red perfect square number. Red perfect square. Wow, be nice. You all right? Yeah, you want some like water or something? All right. Jet, pass someone. What is it? 1/16. Hands if you got that. That is correct. So the probability of a perfect square, what was it, blue? Red. Okay, red. So it was how many perfect square reds? 1 and 4. Those are the only 2 that are perfect squares, 1 and 4. So that is 2 out of 32. Simplify it, that's 1/16. There you go. Okay. All right. So, I think we got this, right? Good introduction. From 1 to 5, how comfortable are you using a probability formula to find our probability of an event? 1 through 5, yes? 5, 5, 5, okay. All right, so, shall we crank it up, or are we good up to right there? We're good up to right there? Anyways, last one. Find me the probability of a green, red, or blue, give me the odd number. Go. Talk it over to your neighbor, see what you got. Be nice. All right, share with your neighbor, see what they got. All right, so the probability of a red, blue, and green, was it? Odd. Aaron, pass him one. Who? Samuel. 3 out of 8. Hands, have you got that? All right, we got it, right? Now, let me just bring something to mind. Some of you need this table, whereas some of us, we can just look at the spinners and figure out using, you know, like by looking at it. But I tell you what, that's why the process is first build your outcome table or frequency table, and then from there that's going to help you try and get the numbers that they're asking for, okay? So with that said, I'm going to stop the video right there. We'll stop right there for today, and we'll continue with this tamales. Bye.